Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to get started working on yet another dead MacBook. We're going to take a look and see what's wrong with this MacBook. This is an A1398. This has an 820-3787 board. And it looks like when I plug it in, I'm just going to turn on the power supply software so that we can see how much power it's taking. It looks like we get 200 milliamps. Now 200 milliamps is often a sign that PP-Bus G3 hot is shorted to ground. So I'm going to take a look and see if that's what's actually going on with it. I'm going to wait for Paul Daniels' software to stop smoking crack, which it just did. It switched from ohms to voltage. Beautiful. And we're going to see if PP-Bus is there. Now, PP-Bus is not there. PP-Bus G3 hot is not present. And, yeah, usually it's shorted to ground. And when it is shorted to ground, 90% of the time it is to the CPU. And what do you know? 0 ohms to ground on PP-Bus G3 hot. So what we're going to do now, we're going to check the continuity between PP-Bus G3 hot and CPU MOSFETs, which I have a feeling is going to be less than 0 ohms. Which, if it is, this is going to go in the garbage. Okay, 14 ohms. Son of a... Don't make me. Don't troll me. No, it's 14. The CPU is 14 ohms to ground.
Yeah, it's normal. What about P-Bus to coil?
P-Bus to coil is 14 ohms. But
Okay.
PP-Bus is 0 ohms to ground.
Okay,
PP-Bus is shorted somewhere else.
No.
Yeah.
I want an excuse to write it off.
No, somewhere else.
I want an excuse to write it off. No!
Do the damn thing.
Okay, so we're just gonna hit the on button over there. Of course, it's gonna take some milliamps. And I'm gonna see if the CPU gets hot, because I have a feeling that it is. Even though it's not measuring like it's shorted. ISL is very mildly warm. ISL 6259 and the MOSFETs are mildly warm. Actually, the MOSFETs are kind of getting, yeah, owie. Owie. The Maui test is over. I'm going to take a wild guess. It's the PP-Bus G3 hot MOSFETs. Let's open up Paul Daniels' software, which is going to open in the strangest of orientations. It's going to open vertical instead of horizontal. And yeah, these are the two MOSFETs responsible for PP-Bus G3 hot, so that would explain it. So we have a short on PP-Bus G3 hot. It's actually not in front of the fuse, it's behind the fuse. Q7130, Q7135, and this area are getting hot. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to just replace that all as a set. So let me explain this. Why do I replace it all as a set? Well, yeah, let me just get the PDF only on the screen. Okay, so let's go over this. What this circuit does is it's going to take the 18 volts from the charger. These are transistors. They're like light switches. On, off, on, off, on, off. And they're controlled by the voltage that shows up at the gate. This chip is going to tell these when to turn on. So you're going to have 18 volts on, then off, then on, then off, then on, then off. So you're going to have 18 volts and then 0. Then 18 volts and then 0. And that's going to average out to 12. So through this coil and with these two caps to ground, it's going to be nice and smooth out to 12. Now, let's say that this is on all the time, right? Let's say it doesn't know when to turn off. Or this is on all the time. Well, then it's going to send that power straight to ground. And it's not going to switch off, so it's going to be a short circuit direct to ground. Now, let's say this transistor is bad, right? Well, it's always on, which means it's sending 18 volts to this all the time through this little phase line. This is expecting to see it blinking. Instead of it seeing it blinking, it's just seeing it on all the time. Kills the chip. So let's say this was originally bad. You replace this, or you replace that. But now, because this is bad, now that's going to kill your transistor. Then once you kill your... oh, it was my U7100. Okay, let me replace that too. But now the U7100s have killed your transistor, and it becomes this vicious cycle. So when you have something like that and a buck converter go bad because of a short circuit, I like to just replace everything in one foul swoop, which is what I'm going to do here. So we're going to add some flux. And we're going to clear our short. No, this is still short. Alright, let's pull off the ISL 6259. So I'm kind of curious if the current sensing is any good on this anymore, or no. Interesting. So let's see, I'm going to turn on my power supply again and see what happens. Alright, so it's taking 25 milliamps instead of what it was taking before. So I imagine that my short is gone. We're just going to raise that up to 12 volts because that's what this was. This is a 12 volt line. And there's no short there because before it was a couple of volts it was taking 5 amps, and now at 12 volts it's taking 11 milliamps. So our short circuit has been burned out of here. It's been removed. I shouldn't say burned out. We removed it by just removing the components that were most likely causing the short. And again, I wasn't really going to take chances with reusing them, like reusing the transistors after replacing the ISL or vice versa, so I'm replacing that entire buck converter as a set. So we're going to replace those two transistors as well as our ISL 6259. And then we're going to get a fan spin. Once we get a fan spin, the board works. I was reading a thread the other day where someone was saying this guy doesn't actually fix anything. He just sees if he gets a fan spin and gives it back to his customers. I found that hysterical. I found that absolutely hysterical. Like, that people are so desperate. I mean, I get if I'm an unlikable human being. Fine, you know. I knew that over 15 years ago. Hell, I knew that 25 years ago. But I like that people have such a hard-on to slander me that they assume that because I don't show you the boring part on camera, that I don't actually test anything. Like, I literally just go, oh, the fan spins, let me give it back to the customer. Like, doing the board repairs, there's something teachable there. There's something that people find interesting. Whereas me reassembling me ultrasonicking the computer, right? Then me putting the board in the oven for half an hour. Then taking the board out of the oven after the half an hour is done. And then putting the board in the, and then booting it up, going to websites, checking Wi-Fi, running GPU test, running Prime 95, testing every key. It's like, that is fucking boring, man. I mean, it's really, really boring. And if I included that, which is really basic shit that everybody can pretty much, anybody with a brain can do that, then there'd be no time for the actual stream of the board stuff. So what I found interesting is I was reading this one gigantic circle jerk on Reddit. And I really should stop doing this. It's fucking bad for your health. But they have no quality control standards. He just gets the fan to spin and then moves on to the next one. He doesn't even reassemble it for his customer. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No, it couldn't be that I have an entire department at the store dedicated to doing that very, very, very specific task. No, I just give the customer back the computer without even reassembling it. I just say, here, the fan spins. Here you go. Enjoy. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, it's so funny. It's so sad. So funny and sad. Okay, we're gonna have to put 2 new transistors on here. All right. Letting my OCD get the best of me here. All right, next up, the other transistor. Okay, there's a little cap over there that I gotta move out the way. Okay. Now what we do is we wait for rapid cool technology to do its thing. We're going to cool off the board. Rapid cool technology. Oh, today is not my day. Oh, today is not my day. Was that not what was getting owie this whole time? Yep, there is still a short. Okay. No, you didn't. No, you didn't! No! A fucking solder bridge! It was a fucking solder bridge! You piece of shit! Son of a bitch! It was a solder bridge! I was being lazy. I wasn't using my my micro pencil to clean the pins in the QFN because my micro pencil's almost broken. That also explains why it wasn't showing up. It's not going to get hot because it's not a component. You fucking what? duck vision. See, here's the beautiful part, guys. Because of the magic of editing, the people that didn't watch this live stream will never know that that happened. That's like that didn't happen. So people watching this on the normal channel, that legit never happened. That's what happens when you take 2 weeks off. Shouldn't say off, since I was still answering the phone and tickets and management and all that other horse shit, but fan spins. That was fucking ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna clean this board. I'm gonna clean this thing off in the ultrasonic, make it look all nice and pretty, and then we get out of here. Oh, jeez, what a troll. What a troll. Ah, boy. See y'all later. I got trolled. I trolled myself, man. That was embarrassing. See y'all later.